Bet you Horace thought I was gonna be late. I'm not late. I'm on time. Ahead of time. Hey, it's 10:30 on Friday night. That means we Cora Horrors get together. I get together. I am your show of this host, Exmo Joe. Welcome to the host. This is Giving Friday, 10:30. We get together after Mormon discussions finishes, whatever the heck that was. And apparently tonight Ward Radio too. And the Paul brothers and all those people. And we play some games. We have some fun. Eventually, we're going to figure out what the hell we do. But the whole point of Giving Fridays is a chance for people to give, even if it's $1, $5, $10, whatever you can, at corahor.org/give. When we just hang out and we have some fun, because guys, we talk about too much serious stuff. And 2025 was shit. We're looking forward to getting out of this and building a better future. Let me show you what we're going to do today. I don't know if this is going to work. Full disclosure, ChatGPT came up with all the answers on the game board, but we have, hey, how's it going, Tim? We got Lisa. We got whores here. We got it. We got these whores, and we're gonna play. We're gonna play Celestial Jeopardy. I even came up with a game show theme song for it, but it wasn't very good. Anyways, I mean, it was okay. But I decided last minute we're going to replace it with Mammon Tabernacle Choir. In any event, we're going to start with our opening hymn, which is Mammon Tabernacle Choir. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how we're all going to play Celestial Jeopardy together. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Don't forget that the whole point is to help people in need. Welcome, Diana. And what you're going to do is you're going to call out in the chats the answers or questions in the form of a question to our Jeopardy game here in a minute. And then I'm just going to put your names up on the leaderboard. We're going to do it kind of podunk style. But if this works out and we have a good time with it, awesome. Now I'm going to tell you about how in the future we're going to do, I'm going to try out. If this works out, we have a good time. I also have another one called Eternal Family Feud that I want to do. And that one I think could be just a blast, but it's going to require a little more coordination. So let's get this ball rolling. We're going to have so much fun. Don't forget, the purpose is to give, to help the unsheltered. Here, we got our mission running here in Utah and Salt Lake and down here in St. George. I also am going to be coming out with some news coming up in the near future of how you can attend the very first in-person Korahor event in February. And I'm totally excited about it. I'm totally stoked. Let's start out with an opening hymn, because you know we do, because our hymns are the best. This is Mammon Tabernacle Choir.
Wait a minute! This Exmo's got something to say?
Oh, big surprise!
Oh, fuck off. Golden angels
Show the fruit
selling Jesus
in an Armani suit.
Will a man rob God? Holy dividends turning prophets
Into Caesar's friends.
Hosanna shout,
Shout.
For Jesus IPO, revelation on the line.
On the line,
Hold the phone.
sing it loud, loud. Mammon Tabernacle Choir, stack the pews. With glass and fire, follow the prophet. Raise the rent, tie the poor
love it. I love it. Did not think that these comments were going to go over my face when I decided to do this. I am inventing this as I go, but fortunately, I am not vain. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start out with one of our Jeopardy answers. We're going to call it out. Whoever calls out the first, our categories today, picked by ChatGPT, have not been vetted because I, Xmojo, am exhausted. I am exhausted. So Replit built the game. ChatGPT came up with the answers. Good luck to us. We're gonna try. It's just for fun, you guys. And remember, it's all about helping the mission. So somebody call out. We have religion still weird, politics WTF, headline or Onion. That is, you have to guess if it's a headline from the Onion or from a real newspaper. And tech bro meltdowns. These are things that happened in 2025. Someone call it out. You know that we whores like to have a bit of fun. Is this the weirdest year or what? You guys know that last year in 2025, we actually had researchers in New Zealand announced that it had been a couple of years that they had footage. They used a drone to catch footage of an octopus riding on the back of a shark. And it was like that was news this last year. But it was just kind of like in the midst of like everything else. And so it was like, oh, okay. It's like, the world keeps on going even though we are falling apart. All right. First one is Onion for 1,000. Is that how the game is played, Tim? Is that how the game is played? So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to choose the headline and everybody call out your question and we'll see who gets the first right answer. We're still figuring this out. And if somebody gets the right answer, whoever is the first right answer in the form of a question is going to be the one who gets put on the leaderboard and then gets control of the board. Are you ready? So headline or Onion for 1,000 because Tim is aggressive. All right. In 2025, this state expanded school chaplain programs instead of hiring counselors. This is going to be fun. I tell you what, I'm really excited. I started playing around with the survey system, a program to do the surveys for the Eternal Family Feud, and how we can do that. It's going to take a lot more coordination, but I think it'll be so much fun. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I've been talking to people for a while. Can you imagine if we got all of our Xmo content creators in here and they're just playing Family Feud? So, what is okay? Oklahoma, says Lisa. And any other guesses? Sobe says, what is Oklahoma? The short answer is, what is Texas? No, I'm sorry. No control of the board for you, my friends. All right. Well, at least we'll show that. Well, Mark has answered. There you go. Hey, here's the good news. The board works. All right. Someone call out. Oh, no, we had another suggestion. Let's see. Politics. Okay, politics. We'll say Diana called out politics. Let's do politics. What the fuck? For $200. Everybody in the form of a question. Not going to be a hard stickler about that. $200 is, after losing the 2025 primary, this candidate said prayer coverage had fallen short in 2025. Who is that candidate? Yeah, thanks, Tim. Did you get it in? Okay, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to Tim. How about that? And I didn't see it. I am working off of like two screens. After losing a 2025 primary, this candidate said prayer coverage had fallen short. Oh, man. ChatGPT stumped all of us. who is Doug Mastriano. That's all right. It's all right. We got it. We'll get this. Look, next time I'll have more time. Now that the board is built, like I did all this today, you guys. And I say I did, I mean AI did it, but next time I'll vet all of the answers so that they're a little less difficult. Boy, you wouldn't believe some of the things they gave us. Okay, what is somebody pick another category? Where should we start? We gotta get more people in here, man. How many people we got in here? All right. Weigh in, all you people. Do. Today I wrote a new hymn, you guys. That's pretty good. Got Sophie says, religion for 200. Let's go. Religion's still weird. This Texas megachurch justified its stadium-sized LED wall upgrade as a worship enhancement in 2025. Newbie. Did you put... Oh, I didn't see tech. I'm sorry. We'll do that one next if nobody gets this one. Texas megachurch justified stadium-sized LED wall upgrade as a worship enhancement in 2025. Got a couple answers rolling in. And the question is, what is Lakewood Church? Is that Osteen? That is Osteen, isn't it? I'm not going to pull it up. That is Osteen, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So we got Tim Rim. No, not Rim. Tim Rathbone. Let's see. We got you for what? We got 200 on this one, and then you did the politics one for 200, right? Put your name in. Then I put in how much you earned. It's like super podunk. We wouldn't have it any other way. We whores would not have it any other way. Who else won one? Okay, that was it, right? All right, let's do Tech Bro meltdowns for 200. So because I missed it. In 2025, this OpenAI-backed chatbot was promoted by influencers as a mental health replacement. Tim really wants those 1,000 lines. He plays aggressive. In 2025, this OpenAI-backed chatbot was promoted by influencers as a mental health replacement. Getting our answers in. I don't know if this. I don't know if I took it down already. I did a whole episode, a whole godless sermon called "Playing with Ourselves." I don't know how many of you were here for that, where I talked about all the AI tools that have come about for people to date their these chatbots and stuff, or just have sex with them, and how it's really a symptom of how our society is really losing intimacy and losing connection with itself. And frankly, we tend to think, well, as long as we get everything we want in life, get that instant gratification, or at least some illusion of it, we should be okay. But frankly, it's the fact that we have stopped trying to be good and to understand ourselves and understand each other. It makes us less attractive to each other. So this is a problem just going to keep on getting worse and worse until we learn how to deal with our anxieties. That was a really serious thing for such a fun show. The answer is, what is ChatGPT? Good job. We got, let's see, who weighed in first? We got Tim. Damn it, Tim. All right, Timmy boy. At some point, let's do this. Let's do a quick contest off board. Okay, let's get in as many answers as we can. I'm going to give $100 in the leaderboard. They're fake dollars, but the feelings are real. The feelings are real. You have $100 for every good answer I hear on good Jello recipes, things to add into Jello to impress your Mormon. No, let's do it this way. Good recipes for your first ex-Mormon drinking party. We're looking for the best answers. $100 for every good answer. Best recipes for your refreshments for your first ex-Mormon drinking party. Oh, you did? Damn it. Lisa. All right, Lisa. What do you do with the marshmallows, though? I have to agree with Tim on the vodka Jello shots. First time I tried one of those, I didn't really think about how I was going to take them. Somebody had taken sacrament trays from the church and brought them home and put sacrament cups in them and filled them with Jello shots. And I took one and I just thought in my head, I'll just pop that in my mouth and just dig it out with my tongue. Don't do it that way. You don't do it that way. Yes. Thank you, Diana. Green Jello. See, you got to be thorough like Diana. Diana's got this good idea. It was too. In fact, that one that I did, it was green. It was a green vodka Jello shot with I think it had either banana slices or carrot shavings in it. How many of you out there grew up in the Mormon families with the green Jello with the carrot shavings in it? Ugh. What other weird things? I'm throwing out $100 for other weird shit your parents put into green Jello, lime Jello, or any Jello when you were a Mormon kid, because this is unique. I have asked around; they don't do this anywhere else. They do funeral potatoes other places. They don't do carrot shavings in lime Jello. That is strictly a Mormon thing, as far as I can tell. They do all kinds of. Apparently, they do funeral potatoes in the Midwest, though. All right, so we keep playing the game. Did I miss anybody? All right. Okay. What's our next one? Somebody else had asked for. Tim had said onion for 1,000. Should we do onion for 1,000? Oh, we already did that one. What's our next one? Someone throw it out there. You know what else was a weird headline? Did anybody see this? It like popped up in my feed. I couldn't. I said, "Oh, I'll check that out later." Apparently, Jon Stewart went live at 3:00 in the morning this morning to basically say something along the lines, apparently, of if I disappear, you should know that it wasn't by my choice or something like that. It was like really cryptic. And Jon Stewart went live on his channel. I went looking for it. I couldn't find it. Weird. Onion for 100. There are no hundreds, but we could do onion for 200. In 2025, this state passed book bans aimed at shielding students from quote unquote divisive concepts. Which state did that? Do. Oh, wait. No. It's headline. Is this a headline or is it the Onion? That's the question. Is it a real headline, or is it an Onion? Is it the Onion? I really I gotta start checking ChatGPT's answers/questions. Where do I have this? Do I have the answers pulled out? The answer is Texas. It is Texas again. It does seem like something Oklahoma would do. All right, no problem. Let's keep going. Let's see. So we said tech for 800. Let's give it a try. This 2025 crypto project unraveled after internal chats showed no real governance. I think I know which one this is. I haven't checked any of these answers. Oh no, this is a crypto project. Does that mean cryptocurrency? Oh, I think I know what this means. I know what the answer is. I think I know the answer. I think I know the answer. Hello, Savannah. Call out the answers if you know them. This 2025 crypto project unraveled after internal chats showed no real governance. The answer is Safe Moon. Oh, I didn't know. I would have gotten that wrong. Okay, cool. We'll take ChatGPT's word for it. All right, fair enough. Mark as done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT is just making fun of us at this point. Let's do who says religion's still weird for 400. Let's try that. Internal LDS training leaks showed missionaries coached to use sales style objection handling. What is it asking? I'm just gonna throw this one away. What is it? What is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? That is the Chat GPT, you've done us dirty. Religion is still number 600. In 2025, this Arizona pastor blamed Satan for losing years of financial records to a computer crash. I don't even care. I don't even care. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're looking for who the pastor is. I'm gonna say it's Jeff Durbin. No. Mark Driscoll. I'm gonna say it was Mark Driscoll. I don't even know. Shall we find out? It was Mark Driscoll. $600 for X Mojo. The host is in the game now. X Mojo. Remember how to write my damn name, man. All right. Boy, I should have brought cocktails. You guys remember when we did cocktail hour? Was that good or not? Because like I got mixed reviews on it. Well, let's see here. Let's do politics. What the fuck? $400. This U.S. senator warned in 2025 that TikTok was a tool of demonic influence. Say, man, that could be a lot of people. I'm gonna say Chuck Grassley. Chuck Grassley or I know. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz? What do you guys think? The speaker? Johnson? Lisa says Mike Johnson. Oh, that's a good guess. Oh, but except that Mike Johnson is in the House. Who was the all 2025? Who was the majority leader in the Senate? I don't know why I'm spacing on that one right now. Answer is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Wow. Talk about John Shawley is a good guess. Man, talk about a strange story arc. Who would have guessed that you know what? I kind of feel like maybe it's just like my brain, my bias here, confirmation bias, but I feel like I could have not confirmation bias. I feel like I could have guessed Marjorie Taylor Greene's flipping on it's like you looked at her and you're like, that woman truly believes what she says. She's nuts, but she believes in it, right? And it's like she's gonna be real disappointed when she finds out nobody else does. She finds out she's in it for the true gospel truth, and she's the only one. This congressman, let him do politics. for $600. This congressman resigned in 2025 after Venmo payments and burner text surfaced. Be careful. You think you know this one, but be careful. I peeked at this one. We'll do that one next, Tim. This congressman resigned in 2025 after Venmo payments and burner texts surfaced. It's not who I thought it was when I first guessed. Any guesses? Answer is George Santos. I thought it was Matt Gaetz also. But Matt Gaetz really only quit after it seemed to me after it was pretty clear that he was going to get the boot. Let's try religion for 800. Lawyers for this church defended its abuse hotline as pastoral, not mandatory reporting in the form of a question. Please, first answer gets it. In 2025, lawyers for this church defended its abuse hotline as pastoral, not mandatory reporting. Got one answer in. Got two answers in. One of them was in the form of a question. And the answer is, what is the LDS Church abuse hotline? Mark has answered. So that's going to be, what was that, 800? So I'm going to give Tim one, and we're going to give one to Lisa. So let's see here. We sure got that one fast, didn't we? So that's 25. And then Lisa. Is that to 9? And Zoe, welcome to the board, Zoe. We're just having fun. All right. Cool, right? Fun. Politics for 800. I got Tim Rathbone's competitive nerve. Like, I got that button and I got my finger right on it. Politics for 100. For 800. Congressional hearings stalled when staff admitted losing access credentials in 2025. Looking for the committee that the hearings were in. I peeked at this one because I went, what is it asking? And so I peeked at it. You're looking for a committee. I'm telling you, we could have a lot of fun with this playing games. We should get like a whole bunch of people like live in the like on the stage here. Get like all of our celebrities in here and play the game and play Eternal Family Feud. It would be so much fun. I think it'd be a blast. All right, we're looking for a congressional hearing stalled when staff admitted losing access credentials in 2025. And the answer is, what is the House Oversight Committee? Yeah, nobody on that one. Let's see. What should we do next? What do you guys think? We're giving that one to X-Mojo. Just kidding. Hollywood Squares. Oh, that would be fun. We'd have to get a lot of people to play Hollywood Squares, but that could be a blast. We all do. Man, I had asked to come up with a list of these, and I said, look for news about the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Mormons, that are relevant to ex-Mormons, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, ex-evangelicals, and all the headline. And it came up with all these headlines. I was like, oh crap, I feel so bad. I don't know anything about that. There were so many things. I'm like, oh, that's the Jehovah's Witnesses? Really? Oh crap. The more you learn about what ex Jehovah's Witnesses are dealing with, the more you just want to go, dude, are you guys okay? I mean, it's like, dude, they're having a bad fucking time. Anyways, while we're getting this going here, guys, we're gonna pick our next subject here. I'm just going to throw us out to our sponsor real quickly. Our sponsor, which is us, namely the Church of Korihor, and our mission to go out and help people. Don't forget, the link is in on the screen. It's also in the description. It's also just korihor.org.gov. This is our newest ad that's blowing up on YouTube and on TikTok, and everybody loves it. It's become really popular. So even though it's an ad, remember it's also charity. Heard the stories of wealthy churches that are turning their backs on the needy this winter. You deserve to know that there's a poor church that's doing differently. That's partly because we are a godless church. We're the Church of Korihor. Korihor is a legendary atheist from the Book of Mormon who taught critical thinking and stood up to expose the greed of the church. And for that, his Christian neighbors turned him out onto the streets and left him for dead. 1 year ago, I started the Church of Korihor with some friends, and our first mission was to go out to Salt Lake City and deliver blankets to the people living on the streets. And every year we lose some of our neighbors, frozen on those cold streets. We're trying to expand and start serving our neighbors all over the country. Korihor is fictional, but the Church of Korihor is very real. I won't ask you to change what you believe, and I won't even ask you to join our church. But we help.
Like Korihor, I was lost and alone. Like Korihor, cast far from home. Like Korihor, they stole my voice. Like Korihor, left without a choice. But unlike Korihor, I can speak again. Unlike Korihor, I have a friend. In my darkest hour, my hope was renewed. Because unlike Korihor, I had you.
Cool. All right, let's go to the game before Tim has a coronary. Shouldn't make that joke. Sorry. All right, sorry, Tim. All the love of my heart, buddy. All right, politics. What the fuck? For $1,000, federal courts blocked this state's 2025 law restricting protest speech. Did I really say .gov? Man, I must be more beat than I thought. I get so tired, man. My day job's driving me like up the wall, man. Bo-bo-bo. We gotta get Gene in here. I gotta get Gene and Tim competing against each other. Can you imagine? We got Gene and Tim and Megan Connor. Am I here? Here I am. Hello. Got answers. I'm pull up the board again. The answer is last chance to get in, buzz in with your answers, and the answer is Florida. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's do religion still weird for 1,000. Let's do that. Tim, if Tim approves. Members discovered this church's revelatory initiative came from McKinsey style consultants. Members that discovered this church's revelatory initiative came from McKinsey style consultants. Mm-hmm. Some other weird things that I thought about. You guys hear this? That there's apparently a rumor going around or a statement that Donald Trump had made recently about that he might quit the White House because somebody had floated to him that they would give him a chance to host his own TV show. I mean, like, dude, what? And it's like at the same time, I remember thinking, yeah, but I mean, isn't he worried? But then he's also been floating out there that he's afraid that the liberals or the Democrats, whatever, are trying to get him thrown in jail as soon as he leaves office. I'm like, why are we talking about this? I mean, is this for real? Don't tease us. But it's like, what timeline are we even living in? So we got one for Scientology. We got one for the LDS Church. The answer is members discovered this church's revelatory initiative came from McKinsey style consultants. The question is, what is Hillsong? Well, it's Hillsong Church. Okay, we are down to the end of our board. Who knows if all of it is true? I told ChatGPT to check its own answers, but we'll have to see. How about we do headline or onion? I just got to kind of rapid fire these bad boys. Headline or onion? In 2025, this state passed book bans aimed at shielding students from divisive concepts. We did this one already. Sorry. $400 for headline or onion. A viral claim that Wi-Fi causes atheism circulated after remarks from this senator. Next time I'm going to have to bet all these questions, these clues and answers. That's weird, man. It's worded weird. It's like it's either headline or onion. ChatGPT. For all the things you get right, you get weird little hallucinations. But it's a pretty good little board, right? I mean, this could be fun. We'll make some improvements to it. Mostly it's a matter of improving the answers, improving the clues and the answers. And then we'd have this thing because it works. Am I right? It's the onion. It's an onion. ChatGPT suggested this category. We were done with headline or onion. Tech Bro Meltdowns. We did this one already? Yeah, we did this one already. Tech Bro Meltdowns for $400. After backlash to a single tweet, this social platform rebranded again in 2025. I don't know this one. What are your guesses? While you guys are weighing in the comments, I have this question for you. I'm going to throw it out at you. So I've been thinking lately about making a series about people getting, okay, Diana, that's a good guess. Diana might have it. Yeah, that sounded about right. Is that in 2025? Guys, did 2025, somebody else out there, does it feel at the same time to you that last year was 2016? And yet, like 2016 feels like it was a year ago, and yet all of 2025 feels like it was a decade. Like we went through like a decade. And yet like last year was like 2016. That's like, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, 2016 is now 10 years ago. But it feels like it was yesterday. And except when I think about this last year, and it's like that was a decade. That was a decade right there. This is rebranded. It's X, formerly Twitter. That goes to Diana. Woo! That was what? 400? Tech Bro Meltdowns for 600. This cryptocurrency exchange collapsed after executives retained luxury assets. Tech Bro Meltdowns is a pretty popular topic. Everybody's clued in a little bit, I think, maybe to what's going on that side of the world. This cryptocurrency exchange collapsed after executives retained luxury assets. Did you guys catch Ward Radio? I know Tim did. Ward Radio today went live and they got the Stick of Joseph on there. They're crazy. Sobe, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming out. We'll probably start doing these shows a little bit earlier in the evening. How many people in the chat, if anybody's out there not guessing, how many of you watched Mormon discussions tonight? Watch Mormonism After Dark? Because that's the main reason I go so late at night. Otherwise, I would tune in earlier. We have one answer for Tech Bro Meltdown 600. And the answer is, what is FTX? Good job, Timmy. Woo! It's a fun little board, right? It's a good little idea. Let's make this one the last one of these, and then we'll move on to the last events. You do watch, okay? Diana watches every week, so that's cool. I don't mean to say disparaging things about them. You guys get that I just do that mainly in fun, in good fun, right? I don't watch them. I get in there for like a couple minutes and then I get bored. But I get why other people like them. I think I do. Federal charges hit the founder of this startup after he blamed critics for misunderstandings in 2025. The big guess. Tech Bro Meltdowns for 1,000. So, like, my dad watches Mormonism After Dark every week. And as a matter of fact, he watches their roundup with the whatever they call it, their roundup with Rebecca Biblioteca every Monday, and it drives my mother crazy. Oh my gosh, she hates it. My parents are both very LDS still, but my dad likes to keep up on all the drama. He's a character, man. Oh, is that right? Is that right, Tim? Let's show the answers. I don't know where this public congregation thing is. Who is Sam Bankman-Fried? All right. This headliner onions one, those were garbage. All right, let's just look at them. This county redirected disaster funds to pay for a prayer breakfast in 2025. But you see, because like this is supposed to be the answer is either that it either is a headline or onion. Oh, okay. I guess if it is a headline, then it's real. Then it gives where it was, and then okay, this was a bad category. I can't believe I let ChatGPT talk me into it. A man sued this ministry in 2025 after repeated failed end times predictions. It's an onion. That'd be funny though. Have you guys seen? Maybe I'll toot my own horn here a little bit. You guys seen my my TikTok rapture videos? Let's do it, just for fun. TikTok, Hellfire Agency. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. Let's see here. This one's fun. I think my TikToks are funny. Of course, I always think I'm funny. But let's go back to the first one, the original rapture video. When they didn't get raptured like in what was it, October? Do. Where is it? Where's the rapture? Never mind. We'll bail on it. We'll just play the most recent one. Bye. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, this I piss off some people. Ah, just go. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No sound. Are you kidding me? Aw, man. Well, screw that then. It was a good idea. Hey guys, it was that was fun though, right? I mean, we'll do better in the future. You know how I am. I'm always about failing forward, but just like let's just try it. See if it works. I mean, I thought that was a fun experiment. Some other things that I'm going to be working on are going to be fixing the app for the meditation app for overview and recording some overviews. And big exciting news, I found the manuscript for after 10 years of it being lost for the Korihor argument, a missionary's journey out of Mormonism, and I am updating it to update it with like everything, some of the things that have happened over the course of the last 10 years, including why I started the Church of Korihor. Well, this was fun, you guys. It's like what we got like we're at 11 o'clock at night here in Utah. When we get a bigger crowd, we'll be able to go all night long. Just kidding. But I'll probably start earlier if we get a bigger group, and probably start earlier like 9 o'clock, which means those of you who watch Mormonism After Dark every week are gonna have to bail out on it early. Just kidding. But yeah, it'd be fun because especially people on the East Coast. Anybody out there from the East Coast? I mean, you guys are up late. This is really late. But yeah, we got our Californians here. No, we don't. We only have Tim. Any other West Coasters? Also, anybody in Nevada? Because I'm actually looking in the next few weeks before I head out to Virginia again, where I go on the East Coast tour. I'm gonna try and hit Vegas at least once. Hey, Lisa, you on Cali? Cool, 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 cool. No wonder you guys are here. Uh, but the other thing that I really have been wanting to do is to head out to San Diego and see Jules and do some of the work out there. Really great news is that here in St. George, you guys know that I'm in St. George mainly when I'm not out on the road or in Virginia. I'm planning to go to Virginia here about 2 weeks from now and spend a few weeks out there with my partner and do a little bit of touring after that. But mainly we're setting up this event in February, and I'm super stoked about it. I've only told a few people about the details. So far that we know it, we are going to have a silent auction where I am going to put up some of my art. We have, as it would appear, as many as 10 artists who have volunteered to donate art to the mission so that we can have a silent auction at the event to raise funds for our mission to the unsheltered. And so that's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a special ceremony at the event for people to celebrate the collapsing or the relief from religious trauma. That's a thing that's not for everybody. But if it's you, you're gonna know when you get there. Also, another thing is I've been thinking about. Oh, how shall I say this? I'm going to say this in as polite a way as possible, and not polite. I'm not. It's not impolite. I have talked to some people who have suggested that it is time for a new channel to step into the space of posting some stories about leaving the church. You know that up until now, the channel for that has been Mormon Stories. There's been some feedback that Mormon Stories is great, but we need a format that is less, the 8 hour, live streams, 10-hour live streams, or what have you, and less reaching out for olive branches to, people like Greg Madsen or people like this. Like, it's fine. Let Open Stories do that. And we're going to do mainly our thing, which is let's take specific things, some specific moments where we interview some people and say, let's focus on one piece of your religious trauma that you want to work through right now and that you want to tell and share with the world, that this is your thing, that this is what you have worked through and you are willing to let go of, and to say, this is the one thing I'm working on. Basically shadow work type of thing. My sister Nikki, who is one of our luminaries, has been leaning into for a while some of this shadow work concepts. And so we've been thinking, and I'm not very familiar with that work. And she's been talking about maybe we need some materials, some practices, some ceremonies, and some get-togethers where we do shadow work themed stuff, or where we, where people can buy books or workbooks or something and do shadow work at home, and we can coordinate something, experiment with that, see where it leads us. It's an opportunity to get together. It's an opportunity to post stories, and to, if people want to share some of their shadow work, share some of their stories, to come back again and again. This is my idea, is that, up until now, in the Mormon Stories model, which is not a bad model, you get somebody down, they sit down with John, and he, interviews them for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. It seems fine to me. But a lot of people find it's too much. It goes on too long, and you kind of feel like you got hit with, this is the feedback I'm getting from people. And I frankly, I do feel it myself. It kind of feels like you're getting hit with an avalanche of negativity, and or just not negativity, but like neuroticism and stuff. And it's like, this is a lot to take in. It brings up triggers. It brings up a lot of trauma. And it's like, we need to be able to do these, both the person giving the story and the people listening to the story, got to be able to take them in smaller chunks. You know what I mean? And so I've been thinking maybe we should do a special kind of ceremony. Doesn't have to be complicated, but where it's just like, right now I'm going to work on this, and this is what I'm sharing. This is what I'm posting. And then, and put like a positive spin on it, and actually make it part of the process, make it part of the shadow work, if you will, saying, I'm going to work through this. This is what I'm going to work on, and share it with the community. And it'd be a great thing, be a great little thing to share with the community. So I don't know. I think it would be good. And I think that it would help to carve out another space that I think that a lot of people in the ex-Mormon space feel has been kind of left open, when we're just getting like the shorts that are cut out of the longer interviews from John Dehlin. Not that there's anything wrong with what he's doing, but he's doing his thing. Anyway, but this has been fun, you guys. And hey, please remember to go over to corehor.org and hit the give button. I'm so tired, you guys. I gotta get some sleep. Hit the give button, or of course you can just go to corehor.org/give. Like, every little bit helps you guys, like $1, $5, $10. Now, there are some people who, from the beginning of this is one of the ways in which I have tried to make this better. Since we started the giving campaign last year, when the Church of Korihor started, a lot of people have said, I don't know about giving money to the church, but I would gladly buy something on Amazon, or I would be happy to send something to donate. If you go to that same address, you go to give, there's an address there here in St. George, and that's where we're collecting all of the donations. There's also an Amazon list where you can buy some of the things that have been requested. That we ask people, what could you really use out here? Mainly the things like camping stoves, sleeping bags, blankets. We found these really good insulated ponchos. We haven't been asked for that, but I think mainly because people don't realize that they can't ask for that. But we saw them. It's like, they're expensive, but I mean, if you want to, if you got the dough, I feel like they're expensive. They're $45, but it's like an insulated quilt, if you will. But one of the reasons why we started looking into doing ponchos is that some people, especially in Salt Lake, were using tents during the coldest times of the year. Where right now, this is when people start pitching tents. As soon as tents go up there in Salt Lake City, the city sends the police. And now one of the things that they did last year, probably most nefarious of all, is that the police started rounding up unsheltered people and offering them a job, going out and cutting up other people's tents and what do you call it, abating camping on the sidewalks. And so now, but because it is a tent, legally, apparently they can do it. They can just like take your tent, rip it up, but they can't take clothes off your back. And so that's when we started to say, maybe we just need to start giving people ponchos, right? I mean, they can't take a poncho off of. You can't take the clothes off your back. You would think these days, who knows? But that's when we started. So that's those are some things. The other thing that we get a lot of requests for is 18-hour pocket warmers, like the hot hands, and those are in high demand. Also, we have in there some of the cheaper bottles of hand sanitizer. What they use that for on the streets is they use it to squirt on the sidewalk, and they light it on fire. And then sometimes during the colder nights, they'll huddle around that and use it for warmth. One day, we're going to have a big project. We're going to have a lot of people who are passionate about our project. So far, I've been calling it Church's Home, but I don't know about that name. We'll call it something else. The name isn't that important. You guys know that there are churches for sale all over this country right now because people don't go to church as much as they used to. I have found churches in places like Tennessee and Oklahoma in communities where there really are no shelters. They're not set up to take people who are unsheltered. And they have these churches that are sitting there empty. Nobody goes to church. And in those communities, in some of these communities, not all the communities, obviously. And there are these churches that for as cheap as like $50,000, $60,000. Here in Utah, even Mormon churches right now, we have one in Payson that's selling for $2.4 million. We have one in Salt Lake that's selling for $2.6 million. I think there's still one in West Jordan that's selling for about $2.5 million. And then they have a couple in California that I found that are also selling for close to $3 million. And so it's like when you think about these church buildings, they're giving them away for a song, frankly. We need to be able to get a big enough organization that people can give small donations, $1 here, $10 here, $20 there, $30 there. And we could raise, I mean, look, if Mr. Beast can like raise $1 million, in like overnight practically to go and build, to go and dig wells or whatever he does with his money. We could do this. We just have to have a big enough audience of people who could give $1, give $5, give $10, and pitch in. We could go out here and we could start turning these basically abandoned churches that they could be using to shelter people right now. The Mormon church could be sheltering people. What we could do is we can turn them in some cases where they won't let us turn them into shelters, even though legally there's actually a court case now in Colorado that they've been able to show in the court case. No problem, man. B. Welcome here. Oh, you're in the East Coast, Lisa. Sorry, guys. I've been distracted. I'm distracting myself. What was I saying? Anyways, but in this Colorado case, the local town sued a church because they had put out a couple of old trailers that were donated by members of the congregation, just little camper trailers, right? And set up little air conditioners in them and used them to get a couple of people off the streets. And the town sued them and said, you can't do that. That's bringing down our property values for you to house people in your church parking lot. And the church countersued them in federal court and said there's a law, it's a fairly new law, that says if it is the mandate of that church to provide housing, if does it so on its own to the unsheltered, if that is part of their mandate, their mission, then zoning laws be damned. The local community can't do anything about it. It's part of their mandate. If it's on their property, you can't tell them they can't do it. That's part of their mission. And so it is plausible that we could actually turn some of these old churches into shelters. Otherwise, what we're likely to wind up doing is turning them into 24-hour libraries, kind of take the same model that my buddy Carl Moore and his group at Unsheltered Utah do, where they do all-night movie night. And we'll just turn them into 24-hour libraries with little private reading nooks. And they can't stop you from having a 24-hour library, at least as far as I know. The other things that we want to do with these churches so that we can provide services that are needful in communities where they're not available, that are important for teaching, especially for helping the youth to develop critical thinking skills and to help the local job market, is that we can use them for job training skills. Where we can get people and train them on welding, cybersecurity, insurance, whatever is in demand, so that people can, at no cost to themselves, or hopefully as little cost to themselves as possible in this world where everything is stupid expensive, we can help people to get the job training skills that they need to be able to retool for a new career. And so job training centers, also public libraries, and private libraries, but the idea is that libraries anyway, where they can get access to real books, apparently in states where they're banning books if they, where you can't read, you can't check out a copy of freaking Anne Frank's diary and nobody asks a question about, wait a minute, why that specifically? Anyway. And then from there, and then also planetariums. A lot of kids, in this country will get all the way to high school and through high school, never having been to a planetarium. And we could build them. We could build them really easily out of these churches. We got these churches sitting around in schools, old schools that are just sitting there, Catholic schools and stuff, that nobody's sending their kids to these schools anymore. We got these places all over the country that could be helping us to solve our housing problem. Fuck knows our government's not doing shit about it. Somebody's got to do something. And so I foresee a day, and it may be a year from now, maybe 2, maybe 3 or 4 years from now. But I foresee a day where the Church of Korihor is known for the fact that we are going around. We are a church who goes around, a godless church goes around, buys up old churches, Christian churches, and refits them to serve the housing and employment crisis that's going on in this country. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think we're still a ways away from it, obviously. So here's the main issue. You guys know that we haven't been able to monetize the channel now so that people can give donations right through YouTube yet, because we don't have at least 4 million views on our shorts in the last year. So I'm not asking anybody to do it, but if somebody wanted to do it, if you guys feel it in your heart, we've been producing a lot more shorts. If you feel inclined, it'd be great if you would go to the shorts page and share some of these shorts with your loved ones. We have all these great godless hymns. Published another one just yesterday. In fact, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll pull that one up. Day before yesterday. I was going to just play Light Korihor, but let's go ahead and just pull up this new one because I just think it'll be fun. And we're trying to have fun here. I know I preached at you a little bit. Sorry, I do that. But I love this new one. I've heard it a lot in the last couple of days because I've been making this file. I don't know if you guys have heard. You guys know that we have a weekly show that's coming back now with the whole Nick Shirley thing called Charlatans Never Change. And I play the show opener. Everybody loves to toe tap to the show opener, which is just a little piece of the end of that hymn. But if you go to korihor.org, you know that there's a whole hymn. There's a whole Charlatans Never Change hymn. And I discovered painfully again and again that I always think that there's a lyrics video for this, and there wasn't one. So yesterday I published one. So to close us out today, thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys aren't dismayed that I'm making so much maybe negative type stuff about this Nick Shirley thing. I'm really pissed off about this guy, and I really do think that he is the next Tim Ballard. I've gotten so much more information about this whole thing. I don't want to bring the mood of things down, but next Tuesday we're going to be publishing probably another, or if not Tuesday, then on Wednesday, another Charlatans Never Change, and I'm trying to make them upbeat and snarky and fun because they are dark. It's such a dark subject. So yeah, and it really does make it a lot easier, but at the same time, you're right. It is a lot better if people just go to the website and contribute at the website and join up at the website. I am working on the website. I know there are bugs. Sorry about that. I am trying to get everything done. I could use some help. So, in any event, and we are going to have more meetings where we get together and we do things. I'm not on Instagram, Tim. Hellfire Agency, I think, has an Instagram, but I don't post anything there. So hopefully that's the answer to your question that you want. In any event, I love this. I thank you guys so much for coming out. And I will be putting out some more good content in this next week. I got a whole bunch of great stuff planned, and it's not just this stupid Nick Shirley business, but just, it rubs me wrong. Anyway, don't forget, Charlatans Never Change. I'll see you guys next week. Or no, sorry. See you on Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for sermon. Flash Bergman.
Big top goes up, preacher works the street. Come find Jesus at the meet and greet. Sell you heaven, then shake you from their feet. They'll cure every ill, make the blind to see. Uncle Sam don't see a thing, 'cause charlatans never change. Soothsaying in that holy name, fools burnt in holy flame. Oh, charlatans never change. Snake oil on order, freedom isn't free. Miracles on the phone and on TV. Got me again, bigger fool me. They'll raise the dead, they'll cure your gout. Pass the plate, take a pass on down, 'cause charlatans never change. Soothsaying in that holy name, fools burned in holy flame. Oh, charlatans never change. A granite mansion, a golden throne. Sow your seed, reap what you've sown. Hung over in Jesus' tent. Refill your wallet, Sunday comes again. 'Cause charlatans never change. Soothsaying in that holy name, fools burned in holy flame. Oh, charlatans never change.